Hey there everyone, and welcome to Bill's Retro Gaming Show. On today's video, we're going to be catching up on some of the latest going on with AtGames, including a firmware update, some changes to their pinball table pricing, and their Week 1 deal celebration going on right now. That's all coming up right after this. Alright everyone, thank you so much for tuning in and checking out this video. If this happens to be your first time on the channel, be sure to hit that subscription button. Click the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I put up a new video. Give this one a thumbs up and leave a comment below if you want to be part of the conversation. So it looks like AtGames has been doing quite a lot over the last couple of days, like I said, including firmware update for their 4KP machine, some changes to their pinball table pricing, and the start of their Week 1 deal celebration. We're going to get into all of that. Let's start out with this change that they've made to how they're going to be releasing pinball tables going forward and what this new pricing means. All right, so a lot of what I'm going to be covering today has been posted to their Facebook page, specifically the official AtGames Legends 4K fan page. So if you are a member of that Facebook group, you should have seen this already. If you're not, hopefully this helps you guys out in knowing what's going on. So this was posted just a couple of days ago. A new era of pinball is here at AtGames. Starting January 30th, we're changing the way you experience our pinball tables with Legends single packs. For the first time, select non-Zen Studio tables will be available as individual pinball packs, making it easier than ever to find, purchase, and play your favorite pinball games, so on and so forth. So basically what this means is what we're used to seeing from AtGames, especially with, like, say, their Zaccaria tables or even some of the packs like Natural History and things like that, is that you wind up buying a pack for somewhere in the neighborhood of $25 to $35, depending on whether or not it's on HD or 4K, and you get 3 tables, 5 tables, 6 tables, something like that in the pinball pack. Sometimes it can be a little bit hit or miss. There might be, you know, maybe you like all the tables, or maybe you only like 1 or 2, but you're stuck paying for the others. So they're going to change that going forward, starting the end of this month, January 30th, with the Zaccaria Space Shuttle Deluxe that is going to be released. Now, rather than put together a new deluxe Zaccaria pinball pack that has 5 or 6 tables in it, what they're going to do is they're going to sell each of these tables individually over the course of the next few months and through the year and so on and so forth. Now, the pricing for this is going to be $5 for the Legends HD single pack and $7 for the 4K single pack. So the nice thing about this is it's much more of an a la carte feature. You can just buy the tables that you think you're going to like and, you know, hold on to those, as opposed to, like I said, having to buy a pack with 5 or so tables on it and maybe you only like 1 or 2 of them. Now you have the option to just buy the ones you like. And if you like them all and you want to buy them all, you know, you're probably going to wind up paying about the same amount anyway. It's $5 per pack. There's usually, like I said, 5, maybe 6 tables in a pack. So it works out to close to the same. But this is how they plan on handling the release of their pinball tables going forward, at least again for the Zaccaria. Now, this doesn't say that there aren't going to be pinball packs. I know that they're working on their own original tables, like there's a Primal Carnage set of tables that's coming out later this year. That may wind up being released as a pinball pack as opposed to individual tables. We'll have to wait and see what their plan is for that. But at least as far as like the Zaccaria Deluxes that they have planned for this year, it looks like the majority of those are just going to be these single packs for you guys to choose from. Now, moving on, AtGames has also announced a brand new firmware update. This went live just a couple of days ago on January 15th. It's System Update 6.0.32 for the Legends 4KP pinball devices. And it's got a couple of interesting features in it that I think a lot of people are really excited about. The biggest one being offline mode, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in just a minute. But it says here, the new and improved offline mode activates automatically assigning App Store X pack licenses to a single device as soon as you launch a table or game within that pack. This means you can enjoy your purchase content offline effortlessly. Your packs and games will always be ready to play whether you take your device offline or encounter a connection issue with AtGames servers, from ISP hiccups to scheduled maintenance, so on and so forth. So, seeing as we just went through several days in December where AtGames servers were offline due to a DNS issue that they had, and people being very upset about the fact that they basically lost access to all of their games and couldn't play anything that, you know, wasn't that they'd purchased that hadn't actually just come with the pinball machine. This goes a long way, I think, to addressing that issue. This is going to be a very simple way to put your tables in offline mode, to have them automatically go into offline mode, so that you don't have to be connected in order to play any table that you've purchased going forward. Now, in addition, they've also enhanced the BYOG experience with improved Retro Player. We're thrilled to unveil new enhancements to Retro Player, bring your own games BYOG experience to the next level with improved arcade control panel support. You can now enjoy your favorite responsibly owned licensed games with seamless responsive controls for an even smoother gameplay experience. So I know this is also something that people have brought up in the past, that if you have the arcade control panel that you can purchase separately to add onto your 4KP pinball devices, that in like OTG mode or bring your BYOG mode, when you're playing maybe Zen tables or something else off of a PC or something like that, that the control panel didn't quite work right. Like maybe the buttons weren't mapped or something like that. I'm not sure exactly what the exact issues were. I just know that it was something that people complained about, that it wasn't working properly. This should also fix that issue. Now, along with this announcement on the firmware, there are some release notes. There is an offline FAQ that you can check out that's part of this announcement. I want to spend a minute or so and just look at that offline FAQ for a minute, give you guys a better understanding of how that is supposed to work, and bring up a couple other things on that. Before I do that, I do want to mention something. This is something that I have been seeing since this firmware went live from people talking on Facebook and other chat groups. Now, I do not currently own a 4KP pinball machine. I've had one for review that AtGames did send me. I am a part of their media influencer group. They were kind enough to send out one to me on loan for me to check out several months ago when the 4KP machines were first released. I don't currently own one, nor have I tried things like VPX on it. So I can't, for myself, corroborate what people are saying, but I do want to mention this for the people who have not done this firmware update, or if you have it and you like to play VPX, Visual Pinball X. Now, my understanding is this seems to affect more people who are playing it off of a PC than standalone VPX mode. By the way, if you have no idea what I'm talking about when I'm talking about VPX and standalone and all that, don't worry about it, because then this doesn't affect you at all. You can just kind of ignore what I'm saying for the next minute or two. But for those of you who like to play VPX, especially if you have a PC hooked up to your 4KP machine in order to do that, some people seem to be saying that after this update, they have noticed ball stutter when playing VPX. Like I said, off of PC. Now, it doesn't seem to be on every table. It seems to be on some tables, but they are noticing it. Now, I've also seen people comment that they're not noticing it. So your mileage may vary. It may depend on the PC you're using and things like that. But it is something that I wanted to mention really quick for those of you who have a 4KP machine, who haven't done the firmware update, and who like to play VPX off a PC that you have connected to your machine. This is something that may wind up happening after you do the update. Now, I believe the update is mandatory or automatic or whatever, so unfortunately, I don't think it's something you can skip. Nor do I really think you want to skip it. I think the changes that they have made for offline mode and for the fix to the control panel, along with other like general stability things that probably got fixed within it, are probably all good things, especially for the majority of people out there. But I wanted to mention this really quick because I also know that if I don't mention it, somebody's going to comment on the video and tell me about it. So like I said, I just wanted to put that out there real quick for you guys. Again, I haven't seen it for myself. I'm just going off of what I've seen people commenting on. Let me know your experience in the comments below. Do you play VPX on your 4K machine? And have you noticed any changes to the way that it plays, how well it plays after this update? I'd be curious to find out. So this is AtGames FAQ on offline mode. I will have a link in the description for you to download this for yourself so you can read it for yourself. I just want to take a minute or two and just touch on some of the highlights here. And then, like I said, the rest of this you guys can check out for yourself. So to start off, what is offline mode? Well, offline mode allows users to dedicate a table or game pack to a single machine so that it can be played when the machine is either taken offline manually or has lost connectivity to AtGames servers. Now, how does this differ from offline mode I've already been using? Offline mode has been enhanced to automatically take a table or game pack offline for a machine in case of network or server issues. And in order to do this, you need to just run one table or game pack from each pack that you want to have automatic offline access to. So the way I read that is if you have, like, say, one of the Zakaria packs that's got like 5 or 6 tables on it, and you launch one of the tables and it goes into offline mode, that means all the ones in that pack are automatically put into offline mode. You don't have to worry about them. Now, it's good to note that they also have not gotten rid of the old offline mode, so you still have the option to go into your settings and set tables that you want manually into offline mode. So if you've got that set up already, this firmware update shouldn't negate that. You should still be able to do that, and any that you've already set up that way should stay that way. And then finally, the last thing I want to touch on here, and then like I said, you guys can check out the rest of this for yourself, is while this update did go out a couple of days ago for the 4K pinball machines, they also plan on putting out an update for their CE-HD devices. Now, that firmware update has not gone out yet. I reached out to AtGames to find out what was going on, and they did let me know that it needs just a little bit more time, and then they will let people know once that's available. But if you own one of the CE-HD devices, which right now I believe is just the new AtGames Legends Ultimate that got sold at Sam's Club, it's not like the HD Pinball or the old ALUs. Those are not going to get this offline enhancement, at least not for now. But if you own one of these CE-HD devices, just hang tight, because this firmware update will be coming to those in the near future as well. And finally, this is the last announcement that I want to touch on today. This is the start of their Week 1 deal celebration. Now, this started yesterday, January 16th. It goes through January 22nd. This was supposed to be back in December during the holiday season, but because of their server issues, they decided to push this off till now in January. And what this is going to do is it's going to give everybody who owns one of their 4KP or Legends CE-HD devices access to their Week 1 deals. Now, what are Week 1 deals? Well, when you buy a machine for the first time from AtGames, when their 4KP or their CE-HD devices, once you activate that machine, you have 1 week to take advantage of limited sale pricing on any non-Zen pinball packs that you want to purchase. Now, normally that's a 35% discount. What AtGames is doing is they've started this Week 1 deal celebration to give everybody a chance to take advantage of this, whether you just bought your machine or whether you've had it for a while. So to make sure everybody understands what's going on, how this Week 1 deal works, they have put out an FAQ. I'll link to this in the video description as well, so you guys can read this and check this out for yourself. But I'll just spend a minute kind of going over this, making sure that people get it and understand how this is meant to work. It says here, what's Week 1 deals? Week 1 deals is an on-device exclusive sales event offering deep discounts on select products for purchase through your Legends HD. Again, it's for non-Zen packs and services. It's available on the ALP 4KP or the ALU CE HD devices. And again, this is not a sale. If you go to the atgames.us website, this is not a deal or sale that you're going to see available online for purchase. This is if you're purchasing machines, if you're purchasing tables or pinball packs, I should say, directly from the machine you own. You're going to do that through the App Store X on that machine. Now, again, typically week one deals are for people who are buying and activating a new machine. As soon as you activate your machine, you get 7 days to take advantage of this. But right now, they're doing this special so that anybody can have access to it. It doesn't have to be a brand new machine you've activated. So what's going on with AtGames during this week from the 16th through the 22nd? Well, they're offering week one deals to everybody. It does not matter if you've had your 4KP or your CEHD device brand new, you just activated, or if you've had it for several months. Everybody who owns one of those devices, again, starting on the 16th, going through the 22nd, is going to have access to these week one deals. What if I receive and activate my device before the 16th? You'll be considered an existing owner by the 16th and will qualify. So even if you got this a week ago or 2 weeks ago and you took advantage of the standard week one deals, you'll have access yet again to it during this period. Now, what happens after January 22nd? New machines activated after this date will receive their one-time week one deal offer starting from their initial setup. So after this week, they will still be doing week one deals, but it goes back to their normal 7 days after you've activated your brand new device. Will the week one deal launch celebration promotion happen again? No, this event is a one-time promotion in celebration of week one deal's official launch. After January 22nd, week one deal will remain available for new devices as they are activating. So it's just during this week that anybody can take advantage of this. After the 22nd, it's only going to be available for brand new machines. But this is when they have this tiered system going into effect where if you're buying a machine for the very first time, you've never owned an AtGames product, you get a 35% discount. If you're a returning customer buying a brand new 4KP or CEHD device, you're going to get your 50% discount. And there you go. I hope all of this made some sense to you. In any case, I will have links in the description to the FAQs and some of the other things that I talked about so you can download them for yourselves, so you can read them for yourselves. Maybe you'll make better sense of it than I did in this video. Who knows? In any case, I do hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, go ahead, leave me a thumbs up, leave me a like, leave me some comments below. And of course, if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, you could go ahead and do that. And if you want to support the channel even further, you could consider purchasing a membership. That's going to do it for this one. I will see you guys on the next video. Take care and happy gaming.